Good evening and a warm welcome. It's Saturday, the 5th of January 2019. You're joining us on Prime TV News. Here are the top stories. The Tripitaka has been declared as a national heritage. The President says government hopes to get the Tripitaka named as a World Heritage by the United Nations. The budget is scheduled to be presented on the 5th of March with many benefits to the people. A medical center and ambulance service have been commenced to look after the health of the devotees on pilgrimage to Sri Pada. And in headlines overseas, the US President says he's prepared for a partial shutdown of the government to last years. Now for the news in detail. The national ceremony to declare the Tripitaka as a national heritage took place at the Matale Aluvihara temple under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The complete Theravada Buddhist scripture, the Tripitaka, was inherited by Sri Lanka following the arrival of Arhat Mahinda Thera. It was during the time of King Walagamba in the 1st AD. The Tripitaka was documented for the first time, which was protected all that time by the Arhat Theras and the Mahasangha. It was documented at the Matale Aluvihara temple. The Tripitaka was printed as a complete book during the 2500th Sri Sambuddhatva Jayanti ceremony in 1956. The Tripitaka, which is one of the foremost religious books in the world, was declared a national heritage under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. More than 1,500 Mahasangha, parliamentarians, intellectuals and a large number of devotees were present on the occasion. President Maithripala Sirisena unveiled the plaque marking the declaration of the Tripitaka as a national heritage. Thereafter, the Tripitaka, which was brought in a procession, was placed on a special stage. The President handed over the document, officially declaring the Tripitaka as a national heritage to the Mahasangha. A stamp was issued to mark the historic occasion and it was presented to the Mahasangha and the President. Expressing his views, the President said that steps would be taken to name the Tripitaka as a World Heritage. President Maithripala Sirisena said that hereafter only a panel of experts will be able to translate and edit the Tripitaka. He said that the government hopes to get the Tripitaka named as a World Heritage by the United Nations through UNESCO. The budget of this year is scheduled to be presented on the 5th of March with many benefits to the people. The budget hopes to increase government revenue more than 17% of the gross domestic product. The government hopes to present a budget mainly based on tasks. Plans have been made to limit the budget deficit to 3.5% of the gross domestic product and to maintain government debt to less than 70% of the gross domestic product. The budget expects to maintain the growth of the government revenue, which the present government maintained since 2015. The appropriation bill will be presented to the Cabinet next week to get the approval. It will be presented in Parliament on the 5th of March. The third reading of the budget will take place on the 13th of March and the vote will be taken on the 4th of April. A medical center and ambulance service have been commenced to look after the health of devotees who come on pilgrimage to Sri Pada. The medical center, which has been built in the Nallathaniya town, is open on all 7 days of the week. The devotees who fall ill during the pilgrimage will be provided with first aid at the center. A 24-hour ambulance service is in operation to send those who need further treatment to Maskilia or Dikoya hospitals. A group of public health inspectors has been deployed to ensure hygienic condition of the food given to the pilgrims. Nuwara District Regional Health Services Director Senaka Talagala said that a hotline would be introduced to Sri Pada pilgrims. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the Deundara Rajamaha Vihara and Sri Vishnu Devala to receive blessings. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe went to the Deundara Rajamaha Vihara and took part in religious activities. The Prime Minister called over on the chief monk of Deundara Rajamaha Vihara, the Venerable Deundara Sri Sunanda Thera, and received the blessings of the Mahasangha. Thereafter, he visited Sri Vishnu Devala to receive blessings. Ministers Mangala Samaravira and Dayagamage and State Minister Dilip Vedarachi were present on the occasion. The Prime Minister exchanged views with the people who were at the Devala premises. A portrait of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, drawn by a grade 8 student of the Matara Mahinda Rajapaksa Vidyalaya, Nipuna Kanchana, was presented to the Prime Minister. Still at home, European parliamentarians Jeffrey Orden and William Dartmouth say that they are happy about the measures taken by the Sri Lankan government on resettlements and developing the north. They expressed these views while engaging in a tour in Vaunia. The two European parliamentarians visited Vaunia Sidambarapuram village where the resettled people are living. They looked into the present situation of the area.
I'm elected member of the European Parliament. We've been friends of Sri Lanka for many, many years. I first came here in 1970, and we just come here to look, to listen, and to learn a little bit about what's going on. I have to say I'm very, very impressed, and wish everybody here all the best and every good luck and fortune and success.
We are friends of Sri Lanka. We come to many times to see what progress is being made and to see whether we can offer any help and assistance and encouragement. And we're pleased to see the progress that's been made in this area. Clearly, people need now more skills, access to jobs and things like that to help improve their lives.
Several programs are underway to enhance the language knowledge of the student monks who are studying at Pirivenas. Steps have been taken to meet the need of English language teachers needed by the Pirivenas. Measures have been taken to recruit Tamil language teachers by paying attention to the requests made by the Mahanayaka Theras on the instructions of Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam. As an initial step, 50 Tamil language teachers will be recruited. The Minister of Education has planned to recruit more Tamil language teachers in the future, according to the requirements. The ministry has pointed out that the knowledge of various languages will help to build national and religious reconciliation. Arrangements have been made to launch Suasaria ambulance service by March in the northern province. The Suasaria ambulance service, which is being operated on Indian government aid, has been able to save lives of many patients. The ambulance service is in operation now at 8 provinces. The Suasaria Foundation said that the service will be made available in all provinces with the aim of providing an extensive service to the public free of charge. The Udavalava National Wildlife Park has become the wildlife park which earned the highest daily income with the increased arrival of tourists. It was a common sight to see a large number of tourist vehicles coming daily at the Udavalava National Wildlife Park. The income at the park on the 2nd of this month has increased more than 6.8 million rupees. Officials of the park said that the steps taken by the government to develop the park has contributed to attract more tourists to the wildlife park. The Chinese defense attaché in Sri Lanka has met the Navy commander. Chinese defense attaché Colonel Xu Jiangwei has met Navy Commander Vice Admiral Pial de Silva. The Navy headquarters said they discussed several issues of bilateral importance. The Indian Navy ship Yamuna arrived at the Galle harbour. The Indian Navy ship Yamuna arrived at the Colombo harbour with the aim of taking part in a joint program to map Sri Lanka's maritime boundaries. The Yamuna ship, which conducted surveys from Colombo to Galle and thereafter arrived at Galle harbour. Sri Lankan Navy welcomed the ship according to Navy traditions. A meeting took place between the commanding officer of the Yamuna ship, Captain H.A. Hardus, and Rear Admiral Kapila Samaravira. The roof of a business establishment in the Kaduruvela town in Polonnaruwa was completely destroyed in a fire. The fire brigade made a strenuous effort to douse the fire, which broke out on the 3rd floor of the institution. Police said the spreading of the fire was controlled due to the immediate intervention of the fire brigade of the Polonnaruwa Municipal Council. Police suspect an electrical short circuit may have caused the fire. Two people have died and another person has been seriously injured in an accident at the Valigampitiya area in Jayala. A container truck has veered off the road, collided with a three-wheeler and hit a nearby house after the driver could not control the speed of the vehicle. A person who was travelling on the road and the assistant of the container truck have died on the spot. The driver has been admitted to the Ragama hospital with serious injuries. Moving on with the news, a carcass of a dolphin has washed ashore near the coast of Galle Municipal Council. A group of fishermen has found the dolphin carcass this morning. They suspect that the dolphin has got stuck in the rocks and died. However, it had reported no sign of injuries can be seen on the carcass. And finally, in local news, the Vavuniya court ordered the individuals linked to the incident of uploading a video to the internet defaming police to appear before the courts again on the 24th of this month. Two youths had recorded a video depicting a bribe being given to a police replica on the Vavuniya Jaffna A9 road and uploaded it to the internet. Police arrested him on the charges of tempting the public to give bribes and defaming police. The suspects were produced in Vavuniya courts and later they were bailed out. And that wraps up the news bulletin for tonight. You can log on to www.itnnews.lk for more information. Sasanka Das for Prime TV News. Thanks for watching. Good night.